Anyone know what this is? Howdy, space cats. I'm going to bring you to work with me this morning. I haven't done this for a little while. The last time was last winter, I think. And today I'm walking across the park rather than round it. So last time I had to walk round it. As you can see, the sky above me is pretty grey, which actually is a blessed relief because it's been so hot for England these last, well, probably about the last 6 weeks, on and off, and we've hardly had any rain at all. We had a sort of massive deluge at one point over a day, and that caused a bit of flooding in places on the island, but it did manage to keep the grass slightly green, as you'll see. And along here, this is where sometimes I see rabbits coming out from under that hedge, which is quite nice. So today I've got a couple of appointments this afternoon at the doctor's surgery with my husband and my son, not for me. This morning I'm running a little bit late because there's a few things to do this morning, but it's now getting on for about 8:30. I'm normally, well, recently I've been getting to work at about 7ish, 7:30, something like that. A little bit late today. So I'm probably going to do a bit of tiny world stuff, which is an absolute delight. I've almost finished one thing. I need to do some mushrooms in bottles today for my autumn collection. So if you're interested in tiny worlds, if you have a look at my website, julesmarinerbooks.com, I have a section on tiny worlds, and I have a few things in my shop online that I can that I'm selling and that I can send out to you. So have a look at that. In the meantime, enjoy the trees. I love this place so much. They play football and cricket and stuff here, but it's such an amazing walk to work across this grass. It gets too boggy in the winter with a lot of rain and water kind of saturates it, but it's just so nice walking along here. Before I get into work, it's like a creative reset. Hello crows. First job of the day for Breakfast Club is to open the shutters and look out at the scenery, and of course grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and sit down and see what we've both been up to. This is Trudie, one of my studio mates. One of the things she does is make paint from scratch, from pigment, and it's absolutely amazing. It does stuff you'd never think paint could do. I'll leave her link in the description below. Then on to a bit of tidying and a little bit of admin, and then we're good to go. Just looking through my treasure trove of moss and lichen, because I'm going to need some moss for the mushrooms. There's my pre-made mushrooms. I've got some more that I need to paint, so maybe I'll do that as well. Here's a little something that I've been making over the last couple of weeks. It's a teeny tiny house with a big window at the back. It's tea time, and there's a tiny little plate there of fruit. I hope you can make that out. There's some leaves on the floor and a really cute little doormat. And then there's a fire burning at the back. There's a little witch's pot in front of the fire. and a teeny tiny chair, and then above the chair is a little shelf with some flowers on and some yarrow, some tea and honey. And outside there is a little letter sticking out of a letterbox. Let's see if I can get that a bit closer. Tiny letter with a stamp on it, sticking out of a letterbox. And then some flowers in a flower window box made of a hazelnut shell. The roof is comprised of a pumpkin stem and then some little sort of tree fluff seeds that are coming out the top of it to replicate the smoke, and some moss, and then underneath the moss is pine needles, big long pine needles, and then the pine fruit, the pine cone fruit, which is, I just tore the ends off and used them as little tiles. And then going round the back, if I just give it a little turn around, this is where the light is situated, just here. So you can turn that on and off. There's the window. And again, back round to the front, and some more window boxes or pots that are attached to the wall with teeny tiny flowers in, real flowers. So as much of this as I can, I either use real natural materials, or I make things, or I use things that are thrifted or recycled, because they're just going to get thrown away if I don't use them. So I think that's quite cute. So that's going to go down to the shop and hopefully sell. Someone will like it. Morning. It's a couple of days later and it's really starting to feel autumnal in the mornings now. It's about, I think it's about 6:30 in the morning, so me and Maisie have just been for a walk. Here she is. Over the last couple of days I've done a workshop with my third workshop of the summer holidays, and it was a storytelling one, so it was quite full on, but the kids were lovely, and it's just such a joy doing stuff like that. I forget when I have long periods of time when I'm not working with children and then go back to it, I forget how much I love it. But it's been quite a busy week. I've had a few appointments to do with sort of hospital and medical ones for both members of the family, not for me, and I've been making a gate for my front garden. I've never done anything like this before. This so far is the result. I kind of had the day off yesterday. I say day off, I didn't go into work. I did do loads of jobs around the house that really needed doing. We have a lot of herringull babies at the moment, so that's what all that racket's about. And finished making the gate and cooked some stuff, and just, I don't know, the day just seemed to go. Visited my sister, and yeah, just had a really nice chilled out day. So back to work today, and I've got some stuff to make for the shop, and then this afternoon is all about taking my son out, and then we're into Friday, tomorrow. I'm going swimming for the first time in about 8 weeks, I want to say, so I haven't been in the sea whilst it's been warm, so let's see what happens tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it, actually. What is it they say about best laid plans? Actually, last night, Thursday night, I got food poisoning. As a vegetarian, that's quite unusual. I literally haven't had food poisoning for a few decades. But the only thing you can do is start a new book and have a cup of tea. Here endeth a very busy week. And I'll see you next week. Nanu nanu.